Have you ever wondered why some people get sick more than others? Right? Have you ever wondered why some people don't have any problems getting pregnant and their fertility is just popping and you might be struggling? Or if you feel like you are exhausted or the littlest thing just wears you out, whereas other people don't have this, right? I have had this with and I'll talk about this, my digestive system. My husband can eat like just about anything, right? And it doesn't really bother his stomach. The littlest thing that is off plan for me, oh, my gut will let me know immediately that it doesn't like it. What is this? What is this with our overall health? What we call in Eastern medicine your constitution, right? This is not political or anything else. This is about your health constitution, your overall health, vibrancy, right? The just essence of your being and inner strength for health. That is what is called your constitution. This is something that we look at when we look at your overall health. Most of the time when people find me, they're looking at, oh, I have some other health issue. I've got a hormone issue. I can't lose weight. I'm just not feeling good. I'm fatigued. My hair is falling out, whatever it may be, right? And you're thinking, I really need to work on this thing. But with the questions that I ask, the intake forms and everything else, what I actually look at is your overall constitution. This is so vital and important to really assess your overall health. I am Dr. Beth Westie, women's health and hormone expert, author of the books, The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. These are on Amazon where you can pick them up. I'm also host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe, follow, all the things to stay updated. I've got some really fun stuff coming up, so you don't want to miss it. But when we talk about this, and this is one thing that people are often surprised when I ask so many questions. They're like, I just thought we were going to talk about hormones. This is so different. When I went into my other doc to talk about my fibroids or whatever, they just talked about my female health, right? And a lot of times women's health is called bikini health because all they talk about is the areas that are covered by a bikini, right? They don't look at your overall health. So I'm going to run through a list here of a few things that are related to your overall constitution. And this is not an exclusive list. There are more things on here, but I want to get your wheels turning overall. And if you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I need help with this, go below this video, click the link, learn how to work with me in a one-on-one capacity. That way we can really dive into all of these different areas, right? All of these different areas. The phrase, the rising tide lifts all boats. You know what I mean? We want to improve how your body functions overall. And to do that, we have to look at all of these things. So your constitution is dependent on your overall health history. And this includes, major illnesses that you have had, major injuries that you've had. Have you been in car accidents, right? Have you been under chronic stress? Were you exposed to trauma growing up? Those things matter. That is part of your overall health history. When was the last time you went in to see a doc and you were talking about headaches and fatigue and things like that? And they were like, have you had any trauma? No, they shuttle you in and out as quickly as possible. Side story, I just talked to somebody last week and she had made this appointment, waited 6 months for an appointment with a practitioner, a specialist, talking about things that were really, bothering her, right? Her head pain that went into her ear and everything else. And literally the doc spent 3 minutes with her. 3 minutes. Didn't really ask any questions. And all the forms and paperwork that she filled out ahead of time, they didn't even look at. It was just like, oh, let me look in your ear. Let me look in your throat. Let me look up your nose. No, I don't see any redness or inflammation. Maybe you just have a lot of anxiety about this. When people have a lot of anxiety, it can create more pain. Wild, right? Completely wild. When in reality, she'd had a history of tooth infections, lymph issues, viral infections, things like that stemmed back all the way from when she was younger. This is a whole other side story on this, but when we got to the root of some of these things and why she shared this with me was we were working on some Epstein-Barr stuff and just increasing her overall health. And the pain that she had started to diminish. Why? Because we were targeting her ear specifically. No, we were working on her constitution. Getting your body healthier overall. That makes a huge difference. So your health history, your genetics, the cards that you are dealt. And it's okay that if you're dealt a crappy hand, we just play that hand differently. Yeah. Stress, sleep, all of that stuff. Gut function overall, this is huge. Things like your teeth, right? Do you have a lot of cavities? Do you have tooth pain? Do you have a lot of plaque buildup? Have you gone through phases of your life where you have had bad dental health? That's important. Your hair, your skin, your nails. Do you have nails that peel or break, that aren't strong, that are flimsy? That matters, right? And then of course your overall hormones, your body's ability to produce and maintain hormones. These are just some of the things that we look at. It's so important to understand how your body is functioning, because without this information, we're missing things on how to really help you best, how to get you healthiest and stay there, right? This is a journey to go on. It's not just a final destination that you're going to reach, because there's different things, again, depending on some of the stuff here that we would have to do to keep things functioning well. But keep in mind, without the big picture in mind, you're always going to be chasing different symptoms. It's a very different thing to look at things functionally and look at increasing your overall constitution. That way, when I had some people say this past winter, it was like my favorite thing. So many women I work with that they were like, oh my gosh, there was this, creepy crud going around, something going around this winter, and everybody else got it in my family but me. I did not get it. That's never happened before. How come I didn't get it? What am I taking that I didn't get it? And I'm like, it's not about just what you're taking. You're overall healthier. You have a better constitution, so you can fight off these viruses or pathogens way better. You have a better defense because your health is that much stronger. So let me know if you guys have questions on this. Otherwise, I'm so excited to dive into this with you. Go below this video, click that link, and I will talk to you later.